Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark mask diva. Okay, well, tonight Etalon and I went out. I'm filming this on Christmas Eve, so we went out to see Sonic 3, the movie. I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts. I think by the time this airs, I don't know if it's going to still be in theaters, but I would definitely recommend. Okay, so please go see it. And I dressed up like Sonic. So I don't know if you think I look like him or not. I have green eyeshadow. I don't know if you can tell, but it's supposed to be the green that's the same color as his eyes. Anyway, because I didn't have green contacts. So anyway, I dressed up like Sonic tonight. That's why all the turquoise and everything, and hopefully my hat looks like him. Anyway, I wanted to talk about, when people tell you to smile, what that's really all about, okay? So, anyway, when people tell you to smile, how many people hate that? Okay, that really sucks, right? Like, a lot of people are, a lot of people think it's harmless and that kind of thing. When people tell you to smile, it's actually a very rude thing to do. If you're going around telling people to smile, I'm going to tell you right now, stop doing that. Okay, even if you mean well, even if you're just trying to be friendly, um, don't do that because it really truly offends people. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell a few stories. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it really means, why people do that. Uh, I've talked to people online and just kind of, complained about it before. Like, I'm really tired of people telling me to do that. First of all, here's the thing about me, I smile most of the time. I try to maintain mostly just a regulated mood where, I'm happy, I'm very extroverted. So I'm nice to people, and I'm friendly. I'm open unless you're a creep. Okay, unless you're making me uncomfortable, I won't smile at you. But for the most part, unless you're giving me some really like low vibrational, really bad vibe or whatever, I won't smile at you. If you're cool or whatever, if you're giving me a cool vibe or whatever, I'll smile. I go around just smiling because I think I'm in a good place in my life, and I go around and I'm happy to be up and around and doing whatever, life's good or whatever. So I just go around smiling most of the time. And I did a lot of, jobs where I was working with the public, a lot of jobs where I was working with children. So just the fact that I was working with children, I was doing a lot of smiling, because they need you to smile at them, right? They need you to be positive. They need you, to be encouraging. They need that, the smiling and the interaction, and for you to be nice and stuff like that. So they need you to build their self-esteem. So they need you to smile at them a whole lot. So I was, that nice kind of teacher where I was smiling at them a lot, and being encouraging and being nice and stuff like that, because I was an art teacher. So, that kind of teacher, being in a creative field like that, they need to be smiled at a lot. So, and then I worked in customer service. I did a lot of courtesy things. So, of course, I was doing a lot of smiling in that line of work too. So, I did a whole lot of jobs where there was a lot of smiling required. So, I think that just spilled over into my personal life where I just I do a whole lot of smiling. So, let's just say if I'm not smiling, there's probably a good reason for it. I'm not always smiling, of course, because I'm a human being, and sometimes things make me sad. You know, I have complex emotions just like every other human being on this planet. Sometimes sad things in life happen. Um, I had somebody pick me up from work, and something really, really horrible had happened. And somebody picked me up from work, and we had to stop at this one house, and a bunch of people were there. And this guy comes up and he goes, well, I don't know why you're so sad. Like, why do you have to frown like that? Why are you so sad? And I said, I found out a colleague today had lost a whole bunch of money in a bad investment, and I found out he unalived himself today. And somebody came up and told me, and I'm in shock. That's why I'm crying, and I'm not smiling. And he didn't say, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for telling you to smile. I'm sorry for talking to you that way. He just went and walked away. Okay, so that's kind of like one reason you shouldn't tell people to smile. I don't know if the guy was just flirting with me in a socially unintelligent way, and I'm choosing my words because there's certain words you shouldn't say on YouTube. I don't know if he was just awkwardly trying to flirt with me. It didn't work. What he was showing was a profound lack of empathy. I found out one of my close colleagues unalived himself. That's why I had tears in my eyes. I was literally in shock. I had to go to therapy after I found that out. I had to go to like 5 or 6 sessions of therapy just to get over that. What my closest colleague did to himself. Now, I understand getting upset over losing money. I have bipolar depression, and I get really upset over money too. So that hit me like a ton of bricks. Okay, I mean, I felt that to my core when I found that out about my friend, and just the only reason I can talk about it now is because it happened such a long time ago. But that really hit me deep. Okay, I was really, really sad for my friend because I had no idea that that was even going on. I just knew that he hadn't been in work for the last couple of days, and then all of a sudden I found out why. And I had to go through the rest of my work day and function at work and not break down. And finally it all just hit me, and then that guy had to come up and say that. Like, I don't see why you're not smiling. You know, okay. Don't tell people to smile. Okay. Now, I had this friend, and she is not the most conventionally attractive young lady. Okay, she's not conventionally attractive. In fact, I think most people who see her find her quite unattractive. Okay, so she doesn't smile a lot. Okay, she's had a rough life. She's had a very rough life. Maybe even rougher than mine. People treat her like she's unattractive, which people do that a lot. People treat unattractive people like dirt. Okay, let's come out and say it. I complain about my pretty privilege, all the bad things people do to me, but people straight dog out unattractive people, okay? This is what somebody said to her. This guy came up to her and told her, smile, you would look a lot better. Yeah. So it's not like they flirt with her and tell her to smile, but they're basically saying, you're ugly, smile, it would improve you a little bit. You would look a lot better. Okay, is that messed up or what? Yeah, that's messed up. Okay, I want to say another word, but I won't. But she doesn't need to be told she's ugly. Okay, she doesn't need to be told to smile because she's ugly. Okay, she could have found out some bad news that day. She just doesn't smile a lot. Okay, she gets depressed a lot too. She's had a rough life. Okay, so she doesn't need to be told to smile either. Okay, she's not required to smile at strangers the same way I'm not required to smile at strangers, even though I'm smiling most of the time. Just because I'm used to it when I was in the workforce. All right. She's not ever really been in the workforce, but she's not required to smile the same way I'm not required to smile. Okay. This guy just decided to take a extremely rude pot shot at her. All right. Here's the deal with smiling. All right. Men and women and everybody in between is told to smile. All right. Here's the deal. It's very intrusive. All right. It's like telling somebody, don't wear a blue shirt, don't wear a hat, okay? Um, don't don't wear makeup, or whatever. Don't wear those type of shoes. You don't tell people how to feel, okay? Like I said, I was sad and had tears in my eyes and a frown on my face because I found out some horribly devastating news that just, broke me down emotionally that day. That's why I wasn't smiling. Okay? My friend doesn't smile because she's had a hard life. And I'm sorry. Sh- You know, she just happens to not be attractive. That's not her fault. Okay? Um, People don't need to tell people to smile. All right, for whatever reason, they don't need to tell people that they would look better if they smiled. They don't need to tell people they shouldn't be in a bad mood when they have every reason to grieve. All right? Just because you think somebody is good looking doesn't mean that they don't have the right to grieve something really really terribly horrible that they just found out. You know, here's the thing about telling people to smile. You're telling them that you have authority over their face. All right. Now, I've had people, I smile like 99.999% of the time. Okay. Like on here, you see me not smiling because I'm describing serious topics, but in person, I smile a lot. The only time I won't smile is when I'm trying to scare somebody off, okay? Like if I'm trying to not encourage them, okay? Here's the thing, somebody will come up and tell you to smile because you're kind of giving them a mean mug. You're trying to like say back off. So you're not smiling at them. You're trying to discourage them. They want to be able to approach you. Okay? They want to be able to approach you, so they're telling you to smile because they're trying to say, "Give me the green light." Okay? And you're like, "No, I just gave you the red light." Okay? I'm not smiling at you because I don't want you to come up and talk to me. I'm trying to scare you off. They're telling you to smile. They're trying to get you to smile at them so they can get a little closer to you. When people do that to me, I say, "Don't tell me to smile." And then they start going, and then they start getting kind of scared, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. I just put up a boundary there. I just told you not to tell me to smile. I mean, what you did was very rude." Okay? Now, I know that men get told to smile too. Men get told to smile by women, and they get told to smile by other men, okay? But for the most part, and I know you're going to hate to hear this, all right, guys, telling women to smile is internalized misogyny, okay? And I've talked about this in another video, but that's what it basically is, okay? Older people, stop telling younger people to smile. You think their lives are not that bad. Yeah, young people have hard lives. I know you think that your lives were harder than theirs, but the world today is very corrupt, all right? I know your life was harder because you didn't have technology and all that. Hey, I'm a Gen Xer. We drank from hoses and nobody ever supervised us. Yeah, our lives were really hard, but I'm not going to tell somebody, like a Gen Alpha, "Hey, smile, your life can't be that bad." No, I'm pretty sure their lives are that bad. Okay? Their childhoods were during a pandemic. If they're not smiling, I know why. I'm not gonna tell one of those kids to smile. No way. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because they grew up, and they couldn't play with each other and they're wearing masks. If one of them is not smiling, I'm worried about them, okay? Stop telling little kids to smile and they have no reason not to be sad. Old people, stop telling young people that their lives can't be that bad. Stop thinking that your life was so much harder than theirs because you lived during a rougher, darker time in history, okay? You have no idea what people are going through, all right? Stop thinking that your life is that much harder, or because somebody's good looking that their life can't be hard and they can't have feelings. Everybody has feelings. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. All right? It doesn't matter how good looking somebody is. It doesn't matter how ugly somebody is. Everybody is going through something. Every single person is going through something, whether they're smiling or they're not. Somebody could be smiling and going through something really horrific and they're hiding it, all right? Never assume that somebody's life is easy or hard, no matter what age they are, what gender they are, whether they're smiling or not. Leave people alone, okay? Stop telling people to smile. It's rude, okay? And people, everybody is going through something. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what they identify as. It doesn't matter what they look like, okay? Just stop doing that. It's mean. It shows that you lack empathy. Okay, just stop doing it. All right, you have to be a human being. All right, it's better to have empathy than to be rich, because being rich is really a stroke of luck. All right, but if you have empathy, you're rich on the inside. Okay. So that's really what you need to have. You need to understand the human condition and not do things like that, because it's just really a horrible thing to not treat other people the way you want to be treated. So stop telling people to smile. It's just wrong. So I hope this spoke to somebody, or I hope somebody appreciated the fact that I was saying it because somebody told you to smile and you feel validated by this. Okay? So, yeah, you're right to get upset when people tell you to smile because it is rude. Okay? And it's okay to complain that somebody's telling you to smile because they're wrong for doing that. So, I hope everybody has a beautiful day. And if you saw the movie, go ahead and comment below what you liked about it. And I will see you in the next content. Bye bye.